guys, get a snack, grab a drink, do the do, because we are here for a chaos plan with me because I don't have anything pulled. Because I don't have this week planned in my regular planner yet because the art I am patiently waiting on to be released. So, we will be pulling things together live for this video. I do have, you guys can't see it, but to the left I have my binder of all of my things. I do my print impression SPC edit planner here with my print impression SPC inserts, and we are just gonna get into it. This is the week we are planning for. The numbers are already going off to a bad start because I don't have anything out. The 18th through the 24th. This is the week where I was predominantly in Italy. The time of filming this, I've only been home for like less than 24 hours. But for this planner, we are going to be using the Where to Next kit. And yeah, we're gonna use some of the full boxes. We're gonna not use some of them. I'm gonna do all the things, and I'm pretty sure I do have to the side somewhere here. Yeah, Andre was so kind and got me some more little things because we're gonna need them. We're gonna freaking need them. And then as far as foil, I'm doing a build your own bundle. I'm doing Pixie Rose with this kit. I'm doing confetti headers. This page is standard. I did the confetti and the airplane washi, and then I did a set of 2 Italy underlays, which is a newer pattern in the shop, and then I did add on a second Italy, or third Italy. I've got some custom quotes here. Let's go to Italy, Rome, belated honeymoon, Venice, all the vibes. I have got all my scripts here for us. And then I do have just some extra little things. They're just in plain rose gold because I might need them. I am gonna just start by putting a strip of these babies here. We're doing no full boxes in the middle of the spread. It's just gonna be all plans, very Andrea style, and I'm thrilled. Yeah, basically this was one of the best weeks of my life. I had an absolutely phenomenal trip, and I cannot wait to go through everything with you. I'm not really gonna like go through the stories right now as we do this base because it's gonna be taking me for literally ever to be pulling the stickers, so I figured we'll be able to talk about that then. Days of the week, do we have any? You never know with me. You really never know. You never know. Oh, I also just discarded the overlays sheet that would come with this bundle because I knew I was not going to be using the overlays, so I didn't want to waste them, so I just didn't make them. I'm using these Days of the Week. They're from my shop. They're in font choice 5 in unfoiled. It's my favorite font for the Days of the Week. Personally, I don't love a cursive font because I like it to just like lay flat on top of the header and not like curly Q. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. I am going to get the date numbers. They're from the foil bundle, so they're also going to be in Pixie Rose. You can get this whole left side of the sheet, and it would be called Weekly Essentials in the shop, and the whole right side of the sheet is called, what is it called? It is called 2023 Script Sampler. I'm already falling apart, guys. Already falling apart, you know? But yeah, so current times. We got home yesterday. I'll probably get more into this after we left we got up at 2:30 a.m. like Italy time. I don't know what that time zone is, but that time zone, I'll Google it. Oh. What time zone is Italy in? Sorry, I can't help with that. Apparently, Siri does not know. Let's go ask Google. You guys probably know when you're just telling me. What time zone is Italy? GMT +1. I don't really know. It's 6 hours ahead. It's Central European Standard Time. So it's like 6 hours ahead of Texas, 5 hours ahead of New York, 7 hours ahead of Colorado, and 8 hours ahead of California. I don't really know about you in Hawaii, but you know, that's as good as I got. But so we got up at 2:30 a.m. So it was literally the evening time back home when we got up. And then we did not get home until like 4-something a.m., 3-something a.m., then like next day Italy time, which was cuckoo. And honestly, laying in my bed felt so good, but slept for like 10 hours. It felt amazing. Woke up, just felt so good to be like in my home. I also did not mention this in any of my plans, I don't think, so I will talk about this now. But I feel like this is just like known information. Most of the time, if you've traveled international, a lot of like places in Europe do not have air conditioning. And Chris looked it up, and apparently in Italy specifically, which if you're from Italy, let me know if this is like real. There's like laws about like what temperature AC can be set to. I don't know if that's like a real thing or if that's just like a Google thing, but like let me know down below because I need that information, because we were hot. It was oh my god, this is so good already. It was so much warmer than we anticipated. We packed appropriately, but while planning, it had said that it was going to be in like the high 50s, low 60s, and it ended up being, especially in our time in Rome, in the high 60s, low 70s. And then Venice was a bit cooler, but that hotel didn't have a fan in our room, so you best believe I was not bejeweled. My skin looked bejeweled because of all the sweat dripping off of it while I was trying to sleep. But yeah, so I did not sleep well. Oh my god, I literally just ripped this underlay in half because I am a wild woman. Couldn't tell you how I just did that, but it's fine. I don't think I have any like extras. I might have like one extra, but I'm just gonna use her. It's gonna be so covered with plans that it's not even gonna really matter. You're not even really gonna see much of the underlays. There are some days that like I'm not maximizing the space. I'm able to use like things other than little things. But yeah. But yeah, overall it was a great time. I'm literally, like right now I'm wearing the Venice sweatshirt that I got. It says like Venezia, and I feel like it's like once we got there, it took me like probably a day and a half to switch over from saying like excuse me when walking past people and like saying thank you to saying like excusey and grazie. And like now I feel like I keep almost accidentally like saying that, like when we were going through customs and they were handing me back like my passport and stuff, I was like, oh grazie, and I'm like, oh my god. But also, can we talk about how Europe customs is so painless? Literally not a single line, none. When we way home, we went through Amsterdam, and we were there like because like when we got to Italy, it was like 6-something in the morning, so like nothing was really busy. But like you literally put your passport into this thing, it scans it, and then it like scans your face, and then it like lets you through. And then the like actual passport dude will like look at your passport really quick and stamp it. So painless. Same thing in Amsterdam. And yeah, then you get to America and it's like we're still in 1802, and like you just wait in this huge giganto long line waiting for it to be your turn. I did not realize that this kit did not have 15mm washi, otherwise I probably would have printed a solid washi to go with it, but that's just fine, I guess. I guess I have 3 extras. It's real easy laying down a base when you don't really have any trying to figure out like what boxes you're gonna use. You're just like slapping them all down, baby. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do, this might be kind of cuckoo, but I'm gonna do it, is I'm gonna put the airplanes like this. Okay. And then I'm gonna cut this one so the airplanes are over the flowers, and the confetti is like a really chunky confetti. So I think I'm just gonna put the confetti down on the page plain. This is a very like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a very creative plan with me, okay? Because I'm using a old format kit because I was very limited on what I could use. What I wanted to use. I could have used their, SPC does have just like a general travel kit, but when I saw this one and it has like a Colosseum box and like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, which we did not go to the Leaning Tower of Pisa, but you know, it's still Italy. We saw some Leaning Towers though. Don't let them fool you into thinking that Pisa is the only Leaning Tower, because we saw some leany boys that were kind of spooky. Okay. I think that this works out pretty cute. My cutting skills were not really excellent, but it's fine. And we'll just do one of these over the white. And it just looks, yeah, that's very cute. I have no issue with that. Okay, and then so I've gotten very mixed reviews about what this church is for. Famous churches. Images. It's definitely whatever this church is. So, let me just, you know, go to the Googles. Yep, this is the Duomo di Milano from Milan, Italy. Okay, this is working out so good. Okay. I think I'm gonna put this one as the top, and I'm gonna put Let's Go to Italy like overlay over it. I'm so excited. This is gonna look so cute. I'm very excited, very excited. Okay, so we'll put Miss Church down here. I'm pretty sure that a gal, I'm so sorry, I do not remember your name, but I do know that you're my only person I've ever had order from me from Italy, so like, right on, love ya. But she commented down below, and I'm pretty sure Emma K Plans commented in my like kit lineup that it was from Italy, but I didn't want to then look stupid and say that it like confidently without me looking it up. When you just look up famous churches, it's right there. So kind of worked out that 3 of the boxes in this kit were Italy related. Okay. I'm so excited. Okay, so we're gonna do the Let's Go to Italy on here. Perfect. And then I'm even gonna put this over it so it's like extra out. And don't worry, that's possibly also, no, I think that would be a bit too much. Okay, that's fine. Then I'm gonna put Rome on this one because the Colosseum is in Rome. Perfect. And then we'll do Belated Honeymoon on top of the Tower of Pisa. And then over this church, we're gonna put Venice, because even though this church is not in Venice, Venice in particular has over 100 churches, because it's like all of Venice is made up of islands, and every single island has its own church. And another thing we learned is like when you're in Venice, anytime you like walk over a bridge, you're essentially walking onto a new island, which is wild because there's like about a gazillion bridges. By the time this video goes up, I definitely do have, I did not like vlog a lot, but I probably had like 50 to 70 phone clips that I took while we were there. And so there's a bunch of like, not like behind the scenes, but I did vlog a bit while we were in Italy. So if you go to my YouTube channel and scroll through, I'll probably title it Italy Vlog. So if you want to see any of these things that we're talking about in this video, definitely go and check that out. I'm freaking obsessed. I'm obsessed with how this is looking. I was really going back and forth about using Pixie Rose with this. I'm like, I don't know, it's not like super duper matchy with the kit. And then I was like, well, if I was gonna use a core color, I would probably use Rose Gold. And if that's the case, then why not just use Pixie Rose, because it's just like regular Rose Gold, like hot sister, you know? But yeah, Italy was just so good. Like every night me and Chris got back to our room, we were like, this is just like the best trip ever. This is just so incredible. I can't believe we're here. And it's always like, I felt the same way when like I saw the Eiffel Tower and the Mona Lisa with my eyeballs, but it's like seeing things that like you learned about in school with your eyeballs in person is like a whole different can of worms. Is that like the phrase? Okay. The deco is kind of big, so I think I will probably mix in these little airplane deco bits, because why not? But this actually is coming out way cuter than I ever would have imagined. I also don't own a neck pillow, and I think that that was kind of like a odd / bold strategy. Well, traveling in a plane for about a gazillion hours, to like not invest in a neck pillow, because like they're really not that expensive, and I think that that probably would have been smart. I actually don't think I'm gonna need to bring in any of the deco. I think that this will fill this in quite nicely. I'm like trying to move this, but it's stuck to the freaking table. Airplane here. Pull in this suitcase. My suitcase is looking kind of rough currently. She's very dinged up from this trip though. That is without a doubt. Okay. We're already freaking like almost 20 minutes into this video, and all I have down is like the world's easiest base because there's no full boxes. However, the washi took me like a minute to figure out, but I do think that the washi looks kind of bomb, if I'm being honest. Oh, kind of good. Okay, and then I do think, just gonna do this. And then we will zoom on in and do the day by day. Oh, I should have probably zoomed you guys out a little bit, but this is the base, and I think that it like actually looks incredible. Probably should have also requested you guys wear some sunglasses for this, because holy. Okay, so the way we're gonna do this is I have on my phone like the plans, and then I have them broken up based on like what's gonna go in which box. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this first box is gonna get 4 things in it, because this is like before I even left for my trip, if I'm being honest with you. Not having like big little things is really something. It's something. So the first thing I did on Monday was Chris and I did go bring the mail to the post office. So we'll pop that in, and then we went to Cabo Bob's on a lunch date. So a lot of rounded boxes in this kit, which is not really my style, but we'll go with it. And then we went to Half Price Books and HEB. Half Price Books, HEB. I don't remember what we went to HEB for, if I'm being honest. I'm going to put in all the boxes, and then we'll go through and do the plans. And then I did apparently film something. What? I couldn't absolutely not tell you. and I did I think I filmed the plan with me, if I'm being honest with you. I think I kind of do remember that. Did laundry, and I did speak with my dad this day on the phone. We talked on the phone actually for quite some time, and I was reading my book. I read 7 books in a week. Isn't that wild? In like 7 days. I think at this point, I guess I can check for the sake of being accurate, but I think this is when I know for sure, this is when I started The Fury by Alex Michaelides, which I've seen his name pronounced multiple different ways. That's what sounds the most correct to me based on how it looks. We got ramen. We got nothing bundt cake, which is scrumptious, and we watched Dimension 20. I'm just gonna squeeze in this like bigger box because use them while I can, you know what I'm saying? So what are we gonna use icon wise? So if we're going to the post office, I'm gonna be pulling from the mini icons sheet that comes with the foil bundle. We are gonna pull off the envelope for that. And then for Chris and I going to Cabo, not Cabo the country, Cabo Babo. That's what me and Chris refer to it as. We say Cabo Babos. Okay, I have like my lamp over here shining. I have my overhead lights off in here. I'm gonna grab the nacho chip that has like the salsa on it, and we'll pop it on this box, and I'm gonna use a Cabo Bob's. Every script that I'm using is from this obnoxious custom multi that it's just like, it's for myself, so I'm not going to make them all separately, but custom multis are typically up to 30 scripts. If we're going to Half Price Books, I am going to use the little shopping bag icon. I ended up finding a signed copy of The Only One Left by Riley Sager, which was very exciting. And then we went to H-E-B. I think we went to H-E-B because Chris needed something for the trip, possibly. I think he needed stuff for his hair, like hair product. So for Half Price Books, I just have a custom HPB script, and all these scripts are in font choice too. And then for HEB. Then for this portion, for filming, I'm gonna use the little filming camera from this sheet here. Laundry, we're gonna do the exact same thing. I'm literally obsessed with this sheet. It makes my like the Plannahannah, my bundles, so useful. We're talking with my dad. I think I'm gonna like just actually get a phone icon because this is like a bigger box, and I did talk to him for like 2 hours probably on the phone. He's just like a chatty boy when you get on the phone with him. So I'm gonna use this phone icon from SPC because this color matches so freaking good. And then reading, of course. I did so much reading on this trip, which was so good for the soul. Everything, like I just feel so like almost revigorated after going on this trip. Like I feel good, and I'm just excited. I'm gonna use this Lottie with like her stack of books. So we're gonna pull in the film script, a laundry script, a talk to dad script, and a read script. Perfect. And then I did recently get a new sheet of ramen stickers from SPC because I was pretty much completely out. I think I had like 1 or 2 left, and it wasn't even the ramen ones. It was like the ones with like dumplings or like soup dumplings and stuff. No. That's tragic, but whatever. So ramen, and then we did get nothing bundt cake. So I think I'm gonna use the cake from the mini icons sheet, which as you can see, looks great even on things that are not little things. And then I'm gonna grab a D20 sticker for the one time this entire week we watched Dimension 20. Fun thing about this spread though is I feel like a lot of the times, sorry if my plan with me get kind of boring, but I feel like my life is very, very, very repetitive. Like I'm always doing like the same 2 or 3 things. It's like kind of matches the hot pink color. Does that look weird? Nah, I'm gonna use it. This week's gonna be all sorts of stuff. So ramen, nothing bunt. I could cut that, but I'm just gonna rip it because, ow, shit. I accidentally stabbed my finger. Nothing bunt. I also didn't tell Andrea to do dimension 20 in 2 lines because I thought I was gonna need to do it in like a little thing, but I didn't. So I'll just tear it in half and BD dimension 20. Okay, that's Monday. Tuesday is where things start getting a little bit crazier. Not super crazy though. So we only need 4 things on Tuesday morning, which is not bad at all. The first thing I'm gonna mark is we had to get up literally at the crack of dawn, and then we went to from Austin to JFK. I grabbed a bagel at the Austin airport before we left though, so I am gonna put that in. And then I read on this flight and I did finish The Fury. What color am I missing? The peach, which was not very good. I gave it 2 stars. I'm gonna be honest, I literally guessed within like the first 20 pages what I thought the ending was gonna be, and I was right. And I think that's really like disgusting behavior if you ask me. So I'm gonna use the clock to mark how early we had to get up. And then of course we will use an airplane to mark Austin to JFK, and we had like a 1,000,000-hour layover at JFK, but that whole thing was also a shit show, so we'll get into that in a minute. And then I did get a bagel. I'm pretty sure the only bagel stickers I have is like, actually I only have 1 bagel sticker. Should probably order some of these, and it's like a bacon, egg, and cheese. Chris got that. I just got regular cream cheese. He got like a ham, egg, and cheese, but that works. And then reading The Fury. Just thinking about it pees me out. You know, I have a little Kindle sticker from SPC, so we'll pop that in there. So for being up so early, we've got the sticker for that. And then we have AUS to JFK. And then we have bagel. And then we have read. Cute. And then we took our fat boy flight from JFK to Rome. We also had like a really expensive lunch at the airport, and it was like not like, it'd be like whatever if it was expensive but good. It was like expensive but like really bad, you know. Oh no, did I forget a script? Yeah, I did. Whew. But I have one that comes in the kit that I can use, which will be fine. Where are the scripts that came in here? It's gonna be like the one thing that's in a different font. Kind of hate that, but it is what it is. And then I read more. I read Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams, and I picked to read that book while I was on this trip because in it she lives in Rome, Kentucky, so you know, kind of fitting. So I read that, finished that, gave it 4 stars, and then I started the last time I lied by Riley Sager, which I did not finish this day, so I'm gonna leave you guys hanging on how I felt about it. I'm gonna use the airplane from the washi strip, just like switch it up, I guess. For the expensive lunch, I actually wrote that it was an expensive, and then I wrote the script says shit lunch, so I think to also indicate that it was expensive, I'm gonna use like some sort of money related icon, maybe. I'm trying to find like a color that looks good. I can use these, like these credit cards from SPC. That works. And then for more reading. I read a lot. We'll use this like open book from SPC, and like I said, maybe these are just not in the correct order. because there's randomly like pizza here, and pizza doesn't like go there specifically, so maybe she put the reed somewhere else. Just gonna grab another reed, and then if I need to, I will grab the one off of the bundle in the end if I don't have enough. JFK to FCO. FCO is the Rome airport. And then, you guys, I think the like scariest thing ever happened while I was on this flight. I'm not gonna get into too much details because honestly I don't really have any, but we were sitting there on the flight. The flight had only been going, we're only like over Canada at this point, and this girl starts like gasping for air, and it was literally a moment like you see in a movie where they got on like the speakerphone and were like, is there a doctor on board? It was horrifying. And so that happened, and like an Italian, it was actually kind of like not like sweet, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to say like, oh my god, it was so sweet, as this girl's like going through something super, what I'm assuming, traumatizing. But it was like really heartwarming to see. There was like an Italian speaking doctor came forward, or like a young doctor, and then this little old granny, like US lady, who was like a nurse, and they all came together to help her. But like, it was really, really, really scary, if I'm being honest with you. And then they had to like lay her down on the floor and get like, bring her up to the front of the airplane and such. So I'm just gonna use like this ambulance icon because it was like a medical emergency situation. And then I did have ravioli on the plane. It was simply not that good, but I did have it, so it was like okay compared to the ravioli I had on the way home, that they also told me was gnocchi, and then like I opened it, it was 100% ravioli, so like not really sure about that, but like whatever. I have a ravioli sticker left, so pop little ravioli there. And then, oh my god, I was so annoyed. I was trying to like, I understand you can't like expect people to be like super quiet on a flight. Like, it is what it is. You're in a public space. It's not like I have like the money to be like paying for like first class. So like I'm in like shitty economy, whatever. But I do think when it's like a red-eye overnight 10 hour flight, I feel like it's kind of common courtesy to like not be screaming all night. And there was like, it like appeared to be like a group of like college-aged kids, and they were just like screaming all evening long, so I could not fall asleep. And it was really annoying. So we're gonna put, is there a doctor? Ravioli, and then I just used an eye rolling Lottie from SPC. Loud peoples. Okay, so Wednesday we're gonna do 4 things up here. They provided us with this like blueberry loaf thing for breakfast, which was pretty good. It was like a dense blueberry muffin almost. And then we did land in Rome. Took an Uber to the hotel, which was kind of scary because like the driving is cuckoo in Italy. And then we get to our hotel, and we were like not understanding how to get up to our hotel. It was like a whole thing. There was all these stairs, and it was like an elevator from 1802. Like, it was so spooky, the elevator. Hated it. But we couldn't figure out the elevator, so no, this is not the color I'm needing. I need the light blue pattern, which is in this one. It was just horrifying. So we're like carrying our luggage up like 4 flights of curly Q stairs, and it was something, okay? I was literally like not able to breathe. Like, and I'm like standing there, I'm like, Chris, you need to carry my suitcase, I can't do it. So for the blueberry loaf, I'm just gonna use like this donut because why not? For landing in Rome, I think I want to use, where is what I am looking for? I know I have it. Where could it be? Oh, here it is. We're gonna use Lottie with like the heart eyes because it's cute, because that's how I felt. We took an Uber to the hotel, so we are gonna use a car icon. And then for basically thinking I was gonna die going up those stairs. Like, I'm not being dramatic. Like, I thought I was like going to pass out. I like say this and not like as like a type of thing, but like sometimes I really do think that, like, I don't know, I'm just so out of shape, and it's just tragic, honestly, because I felt like I was going to DIE. Okay, so I'm gonna use this. It's from Papershire, and it's like, oh my god. But yeah, so Blueberry Loaf, our room was not ready, which we didn't expect it to be because we literally got to our hotel before 7 a.m. So, but we were literally exhausted because we've been up for like a million hours at this point and just like traveled for forever. But like, we were like, okay, I guess we're just gonna like walk around because there's not really anything else to do. And I just did like a bunch of random numbers. I'm like, and hit the numbers. Hee. So. Did a terrible job typing these things out for Andrea because I definitely like missed multiple things. Okay, so this part we only need 3 things. So the first thing I'm gonna put is that we were just kind of like gallivanting around, if I'm being honest. We were just walking around seeing the sights. So we'll do that. And then we did get pizza for lunch per Chris's wants and needs in life. And then we got gelato per my wants and needs in life, because there ain't nothing that your girl likes more than ice cream. And what's better than ice cream? Gelato, okay? So, for gallivanting around, I think I might make use of these. I have like a ton of them. These Lottie stickers that just kind of look like happy to be there, because I was just simply happy to be there. And then there is pizza icons on the mini icons sheet, so we'll grab the pizza. And then gelato. Let's go to my food icons. This isn't going too bad with me having to go through. I mean, we're on Wednesday. We're almost halfway there, and it's only been 18 minutes. I don't think that's too terrible. I mean, it's not too great, but it's not too terrible. I'm looking for some ice cream type of stickers. I did make it a goal to have gelato every single day on my trip. There's one day I technically didn't have gelato, but the day before I had gelato twice, so I had like enough gelato for it to be like every day. So we're gonna put Gallivant here, we're gonna put pizza here, we're gonna put gelato here. And we went back to the room when it was like noon 30. We went back and we quite literally passed out. Sleep was calling us, and we took a fatty nap. And then we had our first Italian dinner, which I had to get carbonara because that's like the dish that, from my research at least, Rome is like known for, which, like, having been, I now like would probably agree, because I would say like every restaurant had like different stuff, except for I feel like gelato was on every menu at every single restaurant. So for the fat nap, I'm gonna use Lottie sleeping in her bed because that was us. Then for our delicioso dinner, I got carbonara, Chris got cacio de pepe, I think. Cacio de pepe, something de pepe. There's a pepe involved. We also got like a charcuterie board. Since we did get charcuterie, I'm just gonna be using these various Italian foods that I have from SPC. Put that there. And then the last thing is that we went to bed very, very, very early. Like, we literally like napped until I think 5 o'clock, and then we ate dinner, and then we like went to sleep at like 7:30. I will admit we woke up at like midnight and we were just like up for a couple of hours, which was really annoying, but it is what it is. So fat nap, carbonara, and then bed early AF. Then, okay, Thursday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, We're gonna do 5, 4, and 5, but this is the first half. Okay, so this first one, we need 5 little things. We can do it. First thing that we're gonna mark is that we did walk to the city center. And then we went to this one place called Al Piave, and I got a Nutella croissant, and Chris got like some sort of sandwich and like a cappuccino. And then we had to meet, I think, around noon, or no, 1:15, I think, for this tour we were doing. We were going to the Roman Forum, Palatine Hill, and the Colosseum. And we both kind of just like are kind of anxious about like missing or being unable to figure out where we need to go. So we were just like, let's just go early and we'll walk around that area instead, because we were like north of Rome, I guess, a little bit like northern Rome, the upper regions of Rome. So we walked to like the center and we walked around there, and then the breakfast was really like, we literally spent, it was like $8, a very tiny breakfast of like a croissant and like a tiny little sandwich. And like walking to the city center was like a 25-30 minute walk, and it was beautiful out. It's such like a nice city to walk around. I'm gonna use the little sneakers to mark that. But yeah, so we did that. We walked around, and then we got lunch, and I got carbonara again because like that's just how I be, okay? That's just me as a person. My Nutella croissant. I don't really have any croissants. Actually, I think I have a croissant on here on my like food icons, which is the mini food icons in the shop. Oh, these ones are an oops because they're not cut the best. Yeah, no, I'm not using this because I just ripped it. That's fine. That is fine. I'll probably just use some sort of like donut or something. We'll use this. It's just like a donut. That's good enough, I suppose. Then again, like I said, we did just kind of walk around. So I'm going to use another sneaker for that. Go with this like peachy pink this time. And then I got carbonara, which was delicioso. We're gonna use this, the like place setting icon. We do have full lines of those in the shop. And then for seeing the Roman Forum, which was literally so pretty, I'm gonna use like a camera icon maybe, because I did take a ton of pictures. And I'm just gonna write walk to city, because walk to city center is way too long. I don't know what I was thinking. It's gonna also be too long. I'm just gonna write new. I don't know what you guys missed, but I think you guys saw the camera from SPC, but I'm using this Lottie face for the Colosseum because that's like how my face looked. And then our tour guide, Barbara, was so annoyed because there was this girl and like older lady with her, and they like before the tour even started, and like 4 times like they kept saying we need to stop for the bathroom, and then would be in there for like a certain amount of time, but the tour was on like a set schedule. And so she was just like kind of like loudly, like she thought she was being like slick, but she like really wasn't, because she was like putting her like hand over her like little microphone and being like, you know, you got to be respectful of other people's time. That was so funny. But there was that. And then we rested in front of the Colosseum because there's a lot of stairs in the Colosseum. So for Palatine Hill, we're going to use that script. And then for Colosseum, which I'll show you guys this, my new favorite picture. Me and Chris in front of the Colosseum. So cute. So, sassy Barbara, because Barbara was a sassy lady. And then relax by Colo. That means Colosseum. I knew it was not gonna fit. That one I was smart enough to like use my brain. And then we're gonna use 5 little things for this next portion. The first part is gonna be that we went to this place called Benso, I think, and this is where I got introduced to like my new favorite Italian dish ever, and it is pistachio cream sauce. Y'all, look up a recipe, make it. Your life will be better for it because I'm obsessed. I like was raving about it all day, every day on our trip, and then on our last day, which you guys won't see in this plan with me, you'll see in the next one, we found another restaurant that had it, and I nearly fell over. Nearly fell over. So we did that. We started walking back to the hotel. We got gelato. We were just kind of chillaxing. We read, and then the funniest thing happened. I fell asleep super early, and we had our alarm set for our tour the next day, which is even more drama. We're doing like a walking food and wine tour, and I think our phones were set for 9:30, and I woke up and it was 11, and I was like, oh my god, we slept in. Like in Home Alone. No, we did not sleep in. It was 11 o'clock p.m. and I just re-woke up. Hilarious, if I'm being honest with you. So, for the pistachio cream, this one was ravioli. I'm going to use the heart eye emoji thing. I can never tell if those are from Once More Love or the Coffee Monsters Co. Just know it's one of them. And also, every time I get gelato, just know that I got a scoop of pistachio and a scoop of salted caramel. The amount of love Italy has for pistachio was something I did not know. I didn't know that they were like from there. Oh, so good. So I always get that combo because like the nutty creaminess of pistachio with like the super sweet caramel is just 10 out of 10. And for relaxing, this is my favorite thing to use for relaxing, and I don't think like many have like got onto it yet, but I'm desperately trying to make fetch happen if I'm being honest. And it's to use couch icons because I feel like that's the perfect way to mark just kind of chillaxing. So we'll do that. We'll use this for reading. And then I have like a small emoji crying laughing face. That's what I would love to use. I have some like laughing ones. Here we go, we'll use that for the time mishap because it was so funny. Okay, so for pistachio cream ravioli is way too long. I don't know what I was thinking. So I'm just gonna put pistachio cream. I'll know the whole tea about it, okay? It's going right over that emoji's eye. Did I miss the gelato? Oh my god. I think I missed it. Shit. If that's the case, then I will end up having to just make the 2 stickers for the extra read and whatever. I will just do that because I don't want because I don't have gelato just hanging around as a script, so we'll see. Very cute. And then Friday. Okay, so 5. It's gonna be 5 all around. So I'm gonna actually put in every single label for this day, first thing, and just go through what we did. So, basically, we had booked this tour, and we were to be there for 10:45, I think, and we got there a bit early because duh. And then time is just like a ticking, and nobody is showing up, like no tour guide, and we're like, what's going on? So like 15 to 20 minutes past like the time of the tour happens, and like I pull up the information and they have like a contact thing, so I like pull out my phone, go onto WhatsApp, and I message them, and we're talking, and like they like ask me like what's our thing, like our booking information. I sent it to them, sent them all the info, and essentially when we booked it there was an error on their end because all my paperwork says the right thing, but there was an error on their end, and instead of booking it for March 22nd, it booked it for April 22nd. But the girl was incredibly kind. She was like, oh my god, I am so sorry, da 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 da, offering all sorts of solutions. One of them being that there was a other like walking food tour about a like 2-minute walk away from where we were, and it was starting like 10 minutes from that time, and the only difference is that it did not include wine, and I'm like, that's fine, like I don't even like wine. And then they were like, we'll refund you the difference, which ended up being a lie because like wine and beer were included, so whatever. But we walked over, and that's when we had our tour guide Denise, and our group was really nice. There was this couple from Israel, and the girl was so nice. She was vegetarian though, and like some of the things were like only meat, and they were like they were able to make accommodations for her, which was awesome. So yeah, it's gonna be all the things we do for this day. So first things first, we're gonna mark that the tour was fucked up on their end, basically. Nothing that we did, but it was really annoying because we like were sitting there for like quite some time, like what's going on? Where is everything? So I think I'm gonna use this face. It's just like kind of annoyed looking. But then we did get to do our food tour, which was good, obviously. What do I want to use for food tour? Like peachy color. I'll use this to mark food tour, I guess. It's like a place setting icon from SPC. We did get, the first thing we went to like this like sandwich, it's like a it was like a deli, that's the word. And we tried a bunch of different salamis. There was like this truffle one, they ship worldwide too, which is pretty cool. So we did do that. I don't really have anything to mark that because I used like the one meat looking thing. The other girl, the vegetarian girl, just tried cheeses though, so I guess I'll put the cheese there to mark that. We went and got pizza, which was really, really good, really flat and crispy. And like this place, basically they like, you buy the pizza by the weight, and typically pizza is just like a tomato, like just tomato sauce and dough, and it was so good. And they're like, a big thing in, not Sicily, in Rome is potatoes on pizza, which is interesting. And then we had this other thing that was called supli. If you've ever had arancini, it's pretty similar to that. I'm just gonna use like a heart emoji or icon because I don't really have anything to mark that. But basically, it's kind of like arancini, only apparently arancini is a, I really fucked up on sending her my stuff. I don't have one that says food tour. Salami, but it's basically like arancini. It literally was exactly the same. It was like a tomato rice risotto with mozzarella in the middle, but it's just called supli. So there was that. And then oh my god, another big thing is like artichokes, like these fried artichokes. They have that everywhere. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I thought it was absolutely disgusting. It was one of the only things that I like. It was the only thing on the whole tour that I was just like, I actually like spit out and threw away, if I'm being honest. So horrible artichoke, hated it. And then got more gelato because this is just me. It's how I operate. Basically, it was actually part of the tour, this gelato. I'll be honest with you. It was all part of the tour. It wasn't my doing. I didn't choose it. It wasn't because I wanted it. It's because it was part of the tour. This is like kind of a little bit more yellow than the kit, but we're just gonna go with it. Then we went back to the room and I did pack after, or no, that's not where we're going. I'm looking at the wrong thing. We looked at the Trevi Fountain where, you know, it's like the Lizzie McGuire moment. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. What do I want to mark that with? I guess we did that. And then we saw the Pantheon and the Spanish Steps. Those are like the next things I am going to mark, and I don't really super know how to mark them. This is where it's starting to get tricky. We can use some camera icons. That's like a for sure situation, for sure option. This is like a video camera, which is like whatever. Trevi Fountain and Pantheon. I'll put that there, and then we'll use Trevi Fountain. And then for the Spanish steps, I think maybe I'll use like a sneaker. I refused to go up them. It just looked like too much work, if I'm being honest. And we had already walked around so much those first couple of days that I was like, I'm not doing that, if I'm being honest with you. So for the horrible artichoke, it's gonna cover a lot of the face, but that's whatever. I just don't care. I'm just gonna skip over the gelato because I think I am missing script for it. Trevi Fountain, the Pantheon, the Spanish Steps. This was the worst dinner I had on the trip, which was this like very expensive black truffle pasta, but it was like the most bland pasta I've ever had in my life. It was not good. And then I got second gelato because I'm problematic like that. You know what I mean? Like, just when in Rome, you know what I'm saying? When you're in Rome, you have second gelato, simply. And then I packed. Then that's when the packing happened. Oh no, definitely got lots of suitcase stickers that I never reach for, so that won't be too tricky to find. Packed up because the next day we were leaving for Venice. Chris and I did play some of a card game, Marble Mayhem. We played 2 games. He won one, and then I won the second one, and it literally, like, the game took about 3.5 seconds, and then it ended. It was wild. And then I was still working on The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager at this point, because the days in Rome, that, like, first day really done fucked us, and we were very tired and, like, went to bed very early. Like, we came back to the hotel at, like, 8:30, 9 o'clock, and we were done, you know? Pack, Marvel Mayhem, and read. Perfect. Perfect. And then we'll move on to Miss Saturday. We're gonna do 4 things. We checked out of the hotel. First things first, we checked out of the hotel, and then we got McDonald's, technically breakfast time. It was like 10 something in the morning, but we got lunch, which was, I was really excited because I did want to try the Italy exclusive things, which was, it's like almost looks like an empanada, but it tastes kind of like donut dough. It's like a little bit sweet, but it's like I don't know if I have a picture of it to like describe it, but it kind of gives pizza roll energy, if I'm being honest. It's in this video. Here it is. It gives like pizza roll energy mixed with like empanada. It was very interesting, but they also have bacon cheese fries, and I'm just like, that sounds like the most American thing I've ever heard, so please explain to me why it's not in America McDonald's, because it's giving America vibes. And then I was really, really anxious because like we're like waiting for like our train number and like our like platform, and we ended up not getting our platform until like 15 minutes before the train was scheduled to leave, and that just gave me anxiety. Okay, so we'll do this to mark that we checked out of our hotel in Rome, and then we can use this to mark that we got Mickey D's, and Chris got like a burger with speck on it, which is like a cured meat. And then for being really, really anxious, we'll do this little emoji face because that's kind of how I was looking. And then we did take the train to Venice, which was like a 4-hour train ride, and this was when I did finish The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager, which I did give 5 stars. It was my only 5-star read of the 7 books that I read. And then my thing was, it's like anytime I would like get sick of reading, I would start watching videos on my phone, but then like all the videos I've been watching lately are book videos, and then watching the book videos made me want to read more. So if you're like in a book slump, I definitely would say just like watch book videos, and then it makes you like be like, oh my god, reading is so fun. Let me read. Hee. Mickey D's, so anxious. Oh, I forgot to mention it. When we got to JFK, basically it was like a shit show getting to like the international section. And then we had to like wait at like the desk for ITA, which is like the Italian airline, to like get our boarding passes. It was, and we stood there. They were supposed to be there, like they were like 45 minutes late from the time they were supposed to come out. It was so annoying. Hated it. Hated it. Hated it. So that happened, and yeah, so train to Venice. Then we'll do 5 in the next box, and then 5 in the box after that. Okay, not so bad. Not so bad. It's gonna be read that we checked into our hotel. We had to book transportation to the airport because our flight was at 6:30 a.m. and there aren't, legally you can't have bicycles or a car in Venice, so we had to book like a private water taxi to the hotel or to the airport. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, it was 170 euros for a 30-minute ride. Hee. Hated that for us, but like, beggars can't be choosers. The guy's like, yeah, the only thing is it's gonna be like this amount. And I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be that amount because they know people don't have a choice but to pay it. So sign me up, buttercup. So for reading, I'm gonna use another Kindle icon. So yeah, like I said, I finished that, and then I believe I started a book called One Italian Summer, which, oh my god, that book had me sobbing, because it's like very much so about a dead mom. I gave it 4 stars by Rebecca Searle, but I did start it that day. So we did that, checked into the hotel. I'm gonna use a ticket, I guess. I don't really know why, I just am. And for booking the transport, oh yeah, we're using money bags because shit was crazy. And then we explored the city of Venice, and I instantly fell in love. Fell headfirst in love with this city. The whole time, both of us thought we were gonna love Rome, and like Venice was gonna be like good, but not like our favorite ever. Other way around. And then I got spaghetti for lunch. I'm just gonna use like the clinking glasses because why not? Yeah. I think I might be missing a read for that as well. I don't know what I was thinking. Check into hotel, we'll throw that on there. Book transport, aka gazillion dollars. And then we explored Venice. I just love it there. It's just everywhere you look, you like want to take a picture because it's so good. So we got spaghetti. It was like the only time I got like just pure red sauce. And then, oh my god, I got like the literal grossest cannoli I've ever had in my life. It was the only cannoli I ate on the trip because it was so bad that I didn't want to try another one. The like middle part is like typically like a ricotta filling in cannolis, and it was like a whipped cream kind of consistency. And if you know me, you know I loathe whipped cream. So yeah, I hated that. So we had a shitty cannoli. Chris really liked it, but like whatever. Back to the hotel and rested, and then we went to this one restaurant and I got a sage, like a sage butter sage ravioli. It was so good. And then we came back to our room and I did read some more, and the room was just so hot. I actually did mark it hot AF room. Horrible vibes. So for the shit cannoli, I was kind of sad about it. I just would love just like a little frowny face emoji. Also, where's my chapstick? I need her. There she is. Yeah, just like a simple frowny face for the shit-tastic cannoli. For resting in our room, resting, relaxing, however you want to say it. I think I'm just gonna use the bed maybe because we just cut, or no, I'm gonna put the bed for our hot AF room. And no, I'll use something else for that. We'll do that. And then for dinner, like I said, had the butter sage ravioli. So yummy. I picked to get that because my dad makes them. Oh my god, I had a cannoli sticker this whole time. We'll use this for the hot AF room. Might as well use the cannoli if I have a cannoli, you know what I mean? Okay. What a shocking discovery that was. So we'll just use this like plate of pasta, I guess, for that. And then I did read. My reading section. The reading section. We'll use this book sticker. Haven't used that one yet. Okay, so for shit cannoli, there she is. Rest at hotel. There she is. I'm just gonna, this is butter sage ravioli. I'm literally just gonna cut off the ravioli just like I did last time and just put butter sage. I did read. And then hot AF room. Okay, you guys are gonna cut me off. Okay, the last clip just for Sunday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay. So, the first thing I'm gonna mark is that I did get a chocolate croissant for breakfast at the train station. We walked over to the train station to meet our tour guide, which was this like super young kid named Dogan. And he was a character, okay? So we had our tour with Dogan. Everything was going great, you know. He showed us around and we got to see Dodge's Palace, which was really cute because like the outside of it's like pink. Which, like, if you know me, love that. And we saw St. Mark's Basilica, which is a very famous church. So that was pretty cool. Ooh, I don't have any more. Oh, there's actually 2 big little things in this kit. We'll use this one. I don't have any more of the dark color little things. So. Okay. So. Chocolate croissant. Just gonna use the cake icon because why not? The chocolate croissant is defo not gonna fit. So I'm just gonna erase the chocolate and just put croissant. It's pretty good. And then the tour with Dogan. Maybe use a camera icon for that because was taking tons of picky poos all around the town, you know. What color shall I use? Use this maybe, like this video camera, camcorder looking thing? Sure. Tour with Dogan for St. Mark's at Basilica. I don't really have any church related stickers because that's not my journey in life, but what can I use? What can I use? I do still have this camera, little icon there. That's fine. And then the Dodge's Palace situation. Maybe I'll pull out like a castle icon. It was not a castle, but the vibes be vibey, you know? It's kind of like a bit too orange. We'll not use that one. Yeah, I can do that for that. I mean, it's not like a Cinderella castle, but beggars can't be choosers at this point because we are running out of things. So, tour with Dogan. This is where things were still going good on the tour. Like overall it was fine. He also like stopped, he asked if it was okay and like we literally didn't care, but he like literally just stopped and got a beer mid tour. I really do want all of these words. I'm gonna wear it even though it's not gonna look the best on a little thing, but like it's fine. Yeah, it's not so bad. The palace. There we go. And we also saw this bridge. It's called the Bridge of Sighs, and it was basically this bridge that they would put prisoners over, and it was like 2 tiny windows covered in bars, and it's like the last sunlight they see for like their whole life. Crazy. So, next thing up is we literally had to sprint. because essentially they, according to Dogan, changed the location of where we were getting picked up for our gondola ride, and he like was not aware of this. So we quite literally had to run. Like, run, Rudolph, run. We were running, and then we missed our ticket time. So we ended up having to like pay $8 each to like rebook it, which like he felt really bad for it. He offered, like he did offer to pay for it, and I was just like, it's literally whatever. It's fine, NBD. NBD, my dude. But we did have to run, and then we did do a gondola ride, and then we ended up getting lunch, and I got these lobster raviolis, and like I will say for the most part things were very, very cheap in Rome. They were more expensive in Venice, but I literally spent almost $30 on this lobster ravioli, which I get that it's seafood, but like, what the heck? And there was it was four ravioli. Wild vibes. So we had to run. So for that, we will use maybe this face for running, and then the gondola lot ride was the romance. So this is couple sticker from SPC, I think. Be cute. And then for the lobster rev, I'm just gonna use this. Chris pretty much would get like some sort of cocktail when we went to eat, and we would like pretend like clink glasses. And then we just kind of like perused around, looked at the sites, took it all in, you know. Do what you do. So for run, here's run. Check. And then gondola ride, so romantic. I'm gonna just rip this to make it 2 lines. And then a lobster rev. Okay, I guess it's just gonna stay, and then peruse. And then down here we need, I'm just literally going to what am I missing scripts wise? Is there anything on this side that I need script for? No. Anything, what do I need over here scriptura wise? Okay, can I get rid of that? Okay, we need 4 things over here. So the first thing is I had gotten the kids, aka Andrea's kids, books at the Coliseum about like the Coliseum and stuff. And then I got them Venetian masks when we were in Venice, basically what I'm getting at. So we did that, went back to the hotel room and just kind of like relaxed for a bit because we were pooped. And then when we got hungry, we went and I got like, it was like fresh, like handmade gnocchi, which was delicioso. Loved it. It was so yum. Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Not using this because pink and dark blue, I do not have any more little things of those colors. So okay, we'll do this, and then we will do this for getting the gnocchi. And then I could not sleep at all, and we had like an early morning the next day, which you will hear all about what we did that day in the next video. But for getting the masks for the kids, I'm gonna put the shopping bag there. Going back in relaxy taxiing, we're gonna get another couch icon. That's what I like to use, as I mentioned. Couch. And then I got gnocchi, like I said, which like I got it with this one type of sauce, and like they didn't like inform us that like cause Chris got a pizza, and like at a different restaurant it had this sign, so I think it was this place as well, that like the pizza part was like a different kitchen. So Chris's food came out way before mine, but like whatever, I'm gonna use the pizza because that's what Chris got, and then mine will say, it'll say gnocchi because that's what I got. And then I could not sleep there. I'm gonna use the little like bunny slippers from SPC. So masks for the babes. I'll just put masks for, because the babes part's not gonna fit. Relax. Gnocchi. And can't sleep. Okay, I'm just gonna have to like take some creative liberties with these because I'm literally not about to make 3 scripts. So I'm gonna take the read from the foil bundle, even though it'll just be like the random thing in a different font. Don't really care that much. And then for the food tour, I'm gonna put this script in. I did technically was gonna use that for something else, but it just says walk to tour. And then for the gelato that I didn't have another script for, just gonna use the give me a minute to figure that out. You guys are probably gonna die though while I'm doing this, which is really tragic, so it's gonna have to be a whole nother clip. Hee hee. What do I have? Oh, I do have a with Chris and Pixie Rose. That will work out just fine. Because I was with Chris when I got it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay. We're going to zoom out and take a peek at the finished spread. And that's everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you did not, then we'll give it a thumbs down. Either way, you're helping out my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.